After a long cold winter, it's nice to see everything starting to come back to life. That's why spring is one of my favorite seasons. It's also a time when our produce counter is brimming with all sorts of spring veggies. Right now, asparagus and radishes are at their peak and at some pretty reasonable prices. Also, early sweet corn is starting to come in from Florida, and is it ever good? So what do you say we celebrate the season with a recipe that brings all this goodness together? We begin by trimming some asparagus and cutting it into pieces. We also clean up our radishes, cutting off the stem end and the root part, just like normal. As for the corn, once it's husked, we cut it into 1-inch chunks, and all this goes into a big bowl along with some olive oil. A quick toss, and onto a baking sheet everything goes before roasting it off. Once they're tender and the edges are crispy, sprinkle on a bit of fresh dill, and are you ever in for a treat? Talk about good, easy, and healthy. Well, it's all three. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get our recipe for our roasted spring vegetables. And while you're there, check out our latest e-cookbook, Spring Veggie Fever. It's got 25 mouth-watering spring vegetable recipes. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for a fresher and tastier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.